I've decided to do a bunch of these tag videos because they seem to be a big deal lately. So I just sort of looked up YouTube tags and I picked the one that seemed the most interesting. Yes. This one's called the Weird Questions tag, and I haven't read these questions. I'm going to read them now on camera so that the reaction I give you is my most natural reaction, which could be interesting, I suppose. So here we go. So the Weird Questions tag. Question number 1. Oh no. What is a nickname only your family calls you? I have a lot of nicknames. The main one is Bubby because I'm the youngest. So my family calls me Bubby. I've also been called Butty, which is like similar to Bubby, I suppose. And I've also been called Rooty Butty, which I don't understand exactly, but it's kind of adorable and I like it. My mum calls me Kitty Cat, and my sister calls me Bibs. Yeah. What's a weird habit of yours? Let's see. I'm very particular about the order of color that my crayons are in. Like, they have to be in rainbow. They have to be in Royalty Bib order, which is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Same with pencils if I lay them out on the desk. I also have trichotillomania and dermatillomania, which trichotillomania is you pull your hair out as like a stress response, and dermatillomania is you pick at your skin. I pick at my fingernails, and they're pretty gross right now because they're like half fingernail polish and stuff, so I always have like horrendous bits of skin, like wounds on the side of my fingers. And I don't usually pull out my head hair for my trick. It's either like my leg hair or my lady parts hair, or even sometimes my armpit hair. It's weird. Do you have any weird phobias? Yes. Yes, I do. I have a phobia of escalators because they are flipping terrifying. Have you ever thought about how an escalator works? It's like steps made of heavy, pointy metal held up by gears and magnets, and if they were, well, not magnets, but held up by gears, and if those were to fail, you would fall into a huge mass of whirring gears and you would be cut the fuck up. Can you also imagine falling down a flight like an escalator? You would cut yourself up, and even like tripping on there, you would cut your leg open, and it's just not a fan. Like, I kind of get vertigo when I get on there and just sort of rock back and forth. Like, certain escalators are okay. Like the very skinny ones, the very skinny short ones are fine. But the really tall ones, like there's ones, I live in Brisbane, and the ones in the Maya Centre, especially the higher floors, like, because everything's made of glass and you can just see down a million floors. It's just, no. Like, I'll go on them, but I have to force myself, and I have to sort of, like, take a couple of false steps before I actually get on there. Like, I'll try, and then I'll finally get on it, and it'll just be like, no, thank you, I don't like this. What's a song you secretly love to blast and belt out when you're alone? My guilty pleasure band is Five. You know, the 90s pop band from... I think they're from Britain. And a lot of their songs I like to sing. Also a lot of songs from various musicals that not many people know. So, yeah. What's one of your biggest pet peeves? I'm thinking that I should have read these before I did this. Biggest pet peeve. People who are false. People who say one thing to your face and then you find out that they've been saying something else behind your back. Pet peeve. People who send me creepy messages on like FetLife or on YouTube or saying things that they think are appropriate but are very not inappropriate, and also people who use the word guesstimate. I don't know why it annoys me as much as it does, but it's not a word, and that's what annoys me. I think it's either guess or it's estimate. It's not both. What's one of your nervous habits? Like I said before, I chew on my fingers. I chew on my lip. I also like run my fingers back and forth across my lip, or do that sort of with my nose. Also, like if I'm nervous, I'll just pull out my phone and pretend to be texting. Like especially if I'm walking through a place where I know that I'm gonna see somebody that I don't particularly want to see. What side of the bed do you sleep on? I sleep on the right. I had to check. I didn't know. It doesn't bother me when I'm like not in my bed. I'll sleep on any sides, but it's the right side when I'm in my own bed. What was your first stuffed animal and what's its name? I'll be right back because I still have him. This is my first stuffed animal. His name's Cuddle Bear, and it says I love to cuddle. It's got my actual name on it. I'm not going to show you that. Sorry, guys. It says Cuddle Bear on the back, so I'm not the most imaginative person when naming is concerned, but yeah, he's one of my best friends. What's a drink you always order at Starbucks? Starbucks. I've been to Starbucks maybe 4 times, and it was only like at the same place. Like for a couple of months, I'd go to visit my nana in hospital, and there was a Starbucks at the hospital. And me and my parents, because I hadn't seen them in a while, we'd always just go to Starbucks, and we'd get something. And I got something different every time, so I guess like iced coffee or the teas that they have, but Starbucks is flipping expensive, and it's just not my favourite place to go. What's a beauty rule you preach, but never actually practice? Beauty rule. So, never pluck above your eyebrows when you're plucking your eyebrows. Because I think that's for more natural looks, because I don't want to have natural looking eyebrows. Yeah, but I pluck above the eyebrows all the time because I like them to have a very sharp edge, but I read it somewhere that you're not supposed to pluck above your eyebrows. Which way do you face in the shower? Both ways. I rotate a lot. Like, first of all, I start facing towards the water, and then I'll like wash my hair, which I need to do right now, but it's just so hot, and I'm sorry, I had to get this done. And then turn around to wash my hair off, facing backwards. Do you have any weird body skills? I don't think so. I have a lot of issues with my body, like I have back issues and I have shin issues, so there's not much that I could do. I used to be able to do a crane, like the yoga move, a crane, and I can't do that anymore because I stopped doing yoga. Like, double jointed, that's not really much of anything. Not really that one, but that's about it. What's your favourite comfort food that's bad but you love to eat it anyways? I had a pretty terrible day and I went and got Macca's. So probably Macca's. Either that or Moss Burger. I don't know if you people have had Moss Burger, but it's a Japanese burger chain and it is one of the most flipping delicious things in the entire world. Like, it has... I get a chicken teriyaki burger, and the burger is like this big hunk of chicken with lettuce and Japanese mayo, like Kewpie mayo. And it's so tasty. What's a phrase or exclamation you always say? Oh, I say balls a lot. I say, oh, that's balls. Or, oh, balls. I also say, like, a string of as many swear words as I possibly can. Like, fucking shit, motherfucking, fucking, Jesus, fuck. And, yeah, yes, that's what I do. Time to sleep. What are you actually wearing? I don't wear anything to bed. Unless I'm wearing a nappy, or unless I'm feeling little, then I might wear it, or it's winter, I like to wear like a onesie or feety pajamas and a nappy, obviously. But that's only if it's cold. Like, it's been really, really hot lately, and I've been really wanting to wear to bed lately, but I can't because it's just hot and I will die. Yeah, so that's the end of the 15 weird questions tag. I hope you enjoyed listening to me as much as I enjoyed talking at you for 10.5 minutes. And Cuddle Bear liked it too. Bye, guys.